All right, welcome back. We're playing some more Demon Souls.
Yay,
God, I'm
demons.
I'm I'm so every single time the go online is right above what we want to hit, and I'm like, oh,
Yep.
don't hit the wrong one. Going back in, we haven't been playing in a couple weeks, which is unfortunate due to schedules, but we're going to do it more often, hopefully. And hopefully, you'll be joining. Kevin will be joining, and
Yes,
we'll be
very
doing
soon.
some co-ops, which I'm really excited about. So we're
Same.
back. We're back, and let's see where were we last? We
So
had
last thing we
we
did was
beat.
we took on the Dragon God.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Took down the Dragon God, so we can go for Upper Latria, which is a little spoopy. We or we can go Ritual Path, which is also spoopy. This whole game is a little spoopy. What do you think? What we're now in the part of the
So
game where I don't like any of the levels we're going into. So,
yeah. So let's
um,
let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and take out the uh I would like to go back to Latria
mhm,
because some of these areas in particular like the poison and things like
mhm,
if we're
mhm.
actually looking to take care of everything, there's some prep work that needs to be done. We ran into some problems when it came to wandering around in the mines and stuff, and
Mhm.
so I'd like to stay with stuff that we know we're going to be able to get some stuff done. Because
Okay,
Upper Latria is beautiful. I love these gargoyles. Just like right here. Damn, that looks good. I
right,
love all I love
right.
all the chains for the and we've got the heart in this area, which is very similar to the brain in Bloodborne,
Yes,
and I definitely found a lot of similarities there. But
I don't do a lot of
I love
photo mode,
these.
but like, see, look at that. I mean, that's just.
Hmm.
There's a lot you can do with photo mode because obviously we're used to this view. You can bring it down just a little bit and get the
Yeah,
bridge in there. However, it's really cool. Actually, is there a way to? I'm not going to spend time on it now, but I'm like every time I do this, I clip. I was curious if there's a way to get. Was there a way to clip through? I don't
like
know.
can you get inside the character, stuff like
Well,
that?
like inside the character, inside like if I want to go like just below. Well, I guess if just trying to navigate my camera through, I'm clipping through. I'm not able to clip through the bridge.
Hmm,
I'm clipping the bridge. I'm not able to no clip the bridge. Um,
right.
and of
So
course,
there's
you
there's
can't
the
see anything
first
when you're
gargoyle.
inside. But yes,
So I'm curious if there's like visual differences between the gargoyles that are that are going to come at you and aren't, because you could kind of tell the difference before, but it was more because one was a texture and one was,
mhm,
yeah. So
good point. Let's check the next level we come up to. Ow! Don't hit me. Let's check the next one. I can't remember so this one's on the left. There's the heart. You can really see it. I mean,
hmm
look at you can literally see it. You know, I want to say
it was
throbbing.
definitely not that
What's
clear
the
before.
yeah
Pulsing.
pulsing? Yeah. Okay, here's two. One on the right, I think, moves. Maybe.
The lighting
No,
definitely seems
neither.
to be different.
Neither one of them. Neither one of them. There's a red herring. You get used to it. You're thinking, oh well, one of these things is going to attack me. See, this is why I love the Crescent Falchion. Like, I'm using
Hmm.
my spells. My spells aren't as powerful as my sword.
Yeah.
Spells are
I also
obviously
love the way
great,
they
but
I
yeah.
also love the way the
Mhm.
corpses fall apart, like the gargoyles, like once they're no longer animated and bound by the energy.
Yeah.
They're just like, well, now I'm just a statue who has been ripped apart.
So the animation and they just really. I mean, even this, which I there was nowhere near this much texture in the
No.
original. I feel like that was just a kind of a gray 45-degree angle right here, where it was like those
Hmm.
aren't stairs anymore. You can't climb up because they're not stairs.
Right.
Um, and now your brain doesn't have to fill in as much. Not like the good old days of gaming where
Okay, hold on.
everything was
Go back
pixels.
out. Go back out to the edge of the bridge, because in the original game you could not see near, like you could vaguely see like some of the other areas you could get to, but
Yeah.
now you can see, because like over on this other tower over here you can see this whole section.
Uh huh.
And
Where is? I don't remember going to. Yeah, we do. Do we get to go there or? Yeah, you're right.
yeah, because there should be a bridge connecting the two up top. No, look, up and to the left.
There it
Yeah,
is.
that bridge.
Yep, that's right. And that gets us into there, and then we go up top.
Hmm.
That's right. That's
Yep.
right.
And
Yeah,
that's
you
one
can
of the
see
things.
everything.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I really like about FromSoft games is they will frequently give you a little glimpse of what it is that you can, that what it a better sense of the world, and you get to
Hmm.
look around and see, this is where I'm going to be, like in Dark Souls, you can look and you can actually see several zones from where you start.
Hmm.
And even if it's just in a single zone, like this is, because like Latria is only connected to Latria stuff, but
Hmm.
being able to see a lot of the places that you're going to get to also helps navigate more easily.
Hmm. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. It is one thing that um, it's one of the things that I think that Dark Souls is. I'm not going to say either one is better than the other in regards to this subject, but Dark Souls having the intertwined areas that all lead back to each other, all
Oh yeah,
from
yeah.
one hub, is amazing. It's beautiful, but there's also something amazing about the hub of Demon Souls where it's like, oh, I'm going to these 5 completely different worlds
Hmm.
who link. So each one of these. So some people could say, oh well, Dark Souls is better because it all links together, and I could say yes, but Demon Souls is 5 things that link to link to themselves. Like
Yeah, and
it's like 5 demons, a Dark Souls. Yeah.
yeah, and part of that was, like, I think that the based on the following of Demon Souls,
Hmm.
Miyazaki-san had more freedom to do, like, the budget for Dark Souls was much higher than the budget for
Hmm.
Demons. And I mean, it was a scrapped project before. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't even supposed to succeed. It was just like, oh, here's this thing that's like, a lot of it is done, but like we don't want to lose the entire cost, so just do what you can with it. And I would love to know what the game looked like
Hmm.
when it was in its quote unquote failed state before. Like, what did it look like when Miyazaki first showed up? Also, there's something just past where you turned. I don't remember what, but because it's been a long time since I've been here, but there's definitely a lot to see right here.
Yes.
God, that's hideous. I love it.
So this is currently blocked off. If that's what you were.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So after we take down the second, we finish the second tower.
Hmm.
Then
We
we go through
take
there.
care of the ritualists.
Yes, the second group of ritualists, which I guess that's the line in your rule of killing enemies that aren't actively trying to kill you, but in this case
Oh,
they are also stopping you from proceeding. So
well, yes, and also they are not uh, they are not passive uh,
hmm.
in the environment. They are actively doing a thing, which is not just survival.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite traps because of the fact that you can skip past this one and then find the one behind it and be like, oh no, now I am
Oh,
screwed.
this one here.
Yeah. Did you kill the other one?
No, we are. So
Oh,
there
okay.
he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
I was like, he's gonna come back. He died in the air, apparently.
yep.
I knew he was gonna come back. I didn't realize how quick it was gonna be.
Yeah, they don't hang out to the side for long. So if I'm not mistaken, that thing on the outside, you have to actually come at it from the other side, right? No, you get this one from this side. Ooh, aged spice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's not Old Spice.
Right.
It is aged spice, which is different. So they can't get sued for trademark infringement.
There's another one behind you.
We'll get you anyways.
So I was able to see that because of its shadow on the wall.
Yeah,
That's
isn't that crazy?
awesome.
Yep. Yep, it's just enough, just subtle air.
Mm-hmm.
The people don't think about this when it comes to graphics. I would say we have been the previous generation of consoles and current generation of consoles has been so much less limited in regards to resources. There's still resources,
Mm-hmm.
but they're considerably less restricted because of how powerful the technology is, and that's why where the computer and literally programming usually would be, if I can't see the object, it's not going to create a shadow if it's not in my
Mm-hmm.
field of view because that eats up resources. And we're now at that level where it's no longer eating up that many resources to have the object right around you, which is honestly why photo mode works, by the way. People don't really go into that,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why photo mode works so quickly to be able to do this, and all of a sudden I'm turning around
Yeah, because all
because
of that is
it's
rendered and ready.
correct, as opposed to, oh, you haven't let me render it while you're moving the camera. It's pretty much it's rendered everything and it's ready to go. So when you move the camera, it doesn't have to re-render it while you're moving the camera. Um, it's amazing.
So one thing really quick, I'll remind our audience. We are working with today at least. We're working without sound, and so we will try to be quiet during the actual cutscenes and things because those are pretty exciting. I really like
They
the way
are.
that and I don't think that we were able to see this before,
Hmm.
but after the first chain fell off, like
Hmm.
the heart itself actually looks a little cockeyed, and
Uh-huh.
and
Yep.
that's cool.
Yeah, I don't think we could see that before either. Are we killing Yurt over here? Or do you want to come
Um,
back?
so I think there's still some stuff to do in this tower before we make, because that's a drop of no return, and I think, again, memory is very fuzzy, but
Hmm.
I feel like that there's more stuff that we can do before that, possibly in the like with the elevator up and down thing. I feel like there was more stuff over there. It might just be a couple of insignificant items, but I would like to check that before we jump down.
I'm trying to remember which area you were referring to. The area we were just in, that tower,
Yeah,
or
where the tower with the cultists at the top, but with the
uh-huh.
and this is definitely later stuff, because I yeah,
Now,
not down here yet. Still some more stuff on. Oh, those look so cool.
oh yeah, oh, and
Oh,
look at
that's
that.
awesome.
Look at that. Look, you can see the
Hmm.
veins because those are the veins of the heart.
Oh,
Um,
snap.
right, right. Look at that. Or arteries, I guess would arteries, veins. I don't know which one. Which
Uh,
I
we
I
don't know
I
which way the heart is pulsing.
I will. Yeah, I'll admit. Like I would not be able to tell based on this creature that I've never been.
So
I'm
when you
not
when
that
you
good at
swing at them,
anatomy.
do they bleed like the other ones up top do?
Let me go
Oh, snap!
check.
Somebody's
Oh,
shooting you.
that is. Can you see it?
A little bit, yeah.
It's one of those hordes, big giant collection of. I can't remember the name
Mm,
of it. It's one of the ones we had in the tower earlier, and it's gonna shoot things at us like that.
mm,
So if you are in, by the way, if you're in pure Black World tendency, there is a ring right behind here, so you have to. There's an item that it's next to, which I want, but there's two items. There's two items. I'm gonna lead it. I'm gonna lead it over. I can't not like pick up the items.
Yeah. So is this the same thing that used to shoot at us in the over by what's his name cell?
Yes.
Like right before you get onto the bridge,
Yes.
it's the same creature.
It's the same thing. It's this mass horde of bodies flailing their limbs at you, and also apparently some magic because it has a ranged spell as well. But yeah, same thing. This is the only one that's down here, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like I said, those items weren't really worth it if you died a couple times. So just be really careful when you go down here.
Yeah.
This is also very. I get lost down here sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just keep going around until you find stairs because there's only like 2 sets of stairs, I think, of the whole thing. So here we're back to where we were when we first dropped down, and here's one of the creepies. And you see its faces. I want this one like attack. See the grotesqueness. Oh. What? Oh. There we go. And we got one more item, yeah, through here.
So swing at the artery again real quick.
So we get blood, but it
is not really reacting or anything.
nah,
Okay.
it's not really
I'm
reacting.
just curious.
Yeah, it's just a little spurt effect, which I don't know. Like,
I mean,
part
that
of me
is-
is like,
I mean, that is they left the game as untouched as possible, and I think that to add more to that would have been adding something additional to the game. So
yeah, or subtracting significantly, depending. Like, if you took out the fact that you see blood when it hits, some people would probably be like, that's not right, not true to the vision, the world.
yeah. So is the fragrant ring that we picked up, is that the same as the other one, and do they stack?
It should be the same. I'll just double check that. And you can't. It's a great question though, because I've been going around, or I haven't played in a while. But in New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus, you can't stack rings. You can't do it here either. So we have fragrant ring. It's the same one. So if you, for example, go through if you're in like say New Game Plus Plus, you would have like 3 or 4 of some rings, but you can't put 2 of them.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Which I get, but also I'm like, part of me is like, yeah, but what if I really want to double up on whatever this is? I guess they didn't want to have the math of it stacking percentages or what have you. That's my guess. So like, and that's one thing with Demon Souls and Dark Souls, which is it's not clear in the now you can do the math yourself, but if you're looking at a specific like an item, it's just like, unless it says a percentage there, it'll just say it's less HP or it's harder to detect, so it doesn't have an actual percentage. So I'm guessing that
plague resistance ring.
Yeah, which we need. I'm guessing that if we looked at those percentages and then they stacked, maybe they thought it was an unfair advantage. I don't know.
Well, and it's also it allowing things like that to stack with beginning bonuses and things like that also creates a situation where there is a and I'm doing air quotes here, right way to play the game. And Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Miyazaki is and one of the things that he and his team are very set on is no, there's a bunch of different ways to play. You play this game how you want, and you get to decide. Like, I was talking with somebody about the idea of adding in an easy mode, and I'm like, I mean, there's kind of different easy modes in it. Some people think that using magic is easy mode, or like there's ooh, nice dodge.
Thank you.
Um, but like there's a lot of things that you can do to make the game easier or more difficult for
Yeah.
you. And before we go any further down here, I would say we don't go through the fog gate now because there is still a bunch of stuff to go up top. Go check out with Yurt and see how all that conversation.
Oh, you wanted to go back.
And
You wanted to go back up there?
yes, because I want to finish at the top of the towers and then go all the way to the bottom, and then because
I thought we'd finished the top because you go back up after this to another tower.
Right, but we would need to go back up to have the conversation with Yurt.
Yes.
To the first tower.
Yeah.
There's two elevators that go up from down here.
Yes.
And it's frustrating, but I completely understand that our hero does not want to get down on their hands and knees and like crawl through that muck to get under the bridges. I'm not ducking any lower than I have to inhabit this world.
I feel
because
like
that is gross. I don't care if you're just in full form. That is gross.
Well, even if it's just water you can't see through, which in this case that is not water. But if it was water that you couldn't see through, even then you'd be like, no, don't want to put my head down there. Do not want to submerge my head.
Yeah.
Like
and then devil's advocate to argue against the point that I just said. They are rolling in it, and that's pretty gross.
That is true. All right, so we're going down to Yurt.
Yep.
All right, here we go. And this is what we meant. As soon as you go down to Yurt, there is no way out other than we do have evacuate, by the way. So we can evacuate. Normally, you'd have to suicide.
Really?
And
I thought there's... Okay. I believe you.
There's no other... There's no other way around it. Or, wait, does his thing go up?
Are you
after
here
this?
to fight the demons?
Maybe I'm...
If so, then help me escape this place. I am on your side. I have come to face the demons.
I've opened his cell.
Thank you. I will remember this. I am certain we will meet again.
You'll remember this.
I will remember this. I am certain we will meet again.
That armor is
I will remember
magnificent.
this.
Right? I'm just seeing...
I am certain
see if there's
we
any
will
more
meet
dialogue.
again.
No.
So this brings us to a moment, a meta moment, where we know who this man is. We know what this man will do. If you were just playing this game blindly, you wouldn't know, and you'd be like, "Yay! I rescued someone else, and I am good because I rescued someone from being in a cell." But Yurt will murder everyone in the Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
If we do not do something about it. Now, we could do something about it later. We could wait for him to go to the Nexus and then kill him, but then we run the risk of him killing someone between when we rescue him now and when he gets to the Nexus. So, this is going to happen.
Do you wish to die so soon?
Oh, man. I was so close. Close. That's okay. We'll come back. If we don't defeat the boss, he should still be here. As long as we don't kill the Maneater. Is it the I think the Maneater is our next boss.
Yes.
So let's run back, and we're going to just run past as many enemies as we can to get back there without dying or losing health. Don't mind me. as Kevin said earlier, I can't hear. Neither one of us can hear the sound right now due to little technical difficulties we're having. But we didn't want that to stop us from being able to play, being able to record. And I will say the game, I don't know, it's so different without being able to hear the soundtracks and the effects. I also don't have a warning if something comes up behind me, but it definitely hits different, as the kids like to say.
Yes. So the full details of how his stuff goes is you can kill him immediately upon releasing him from the cage, which is what we're doing, or immediately after finding the 2 unnamed corpses in the Nexus, which will show up when we kill a boss.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, and he drops the Gloom set, which is Plague and Poison resist, which is actually really useful, and this is one of the reasons that we haven't gone down to wander around in the Plague and Poison yet, because a lot of the things that you find in Latria are actually very helpful for going through that area, which is why we recommend taking it on much later.
This is true. All right, so he's still circling. He should be aggroed, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Oh, that's gonna make it interesting. Like to stop me from being able to come up to him.
Why?
There we go.
Interesting. You didn't kill him with magic or anything, but his he did dissolve.
Yeah, is it because my... No, it shouldn't be because my sword's magic.
Right, because other things like the gargoyle and stuff don't dissolve when you kill them by the sword.
That is interesting.
So,
I did not recognize it before. Oh, it does. Okay, does this go up? Where does this go? Down. Oh, of course, down. I'm like, where else would it go? Where else would it send me? Into the depths of the of the muck.
Yep. So we have released Yurt, and then we have saved our friends and people still in the Nexus. But yes, this gets us to a slightly different area where we have not been before, and we can murder some slug head faces.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call those exactly.
We've actually been here. It just drops us over there instead of over there.
Oh, okay.
But we are, yeah. But yeah, I would also argue, I don't think murdering, I mean, not that I would agree with killing anything, but I'm pretty sure these things are kind of at that, like, abomination level of, like, existence is pain. I shouldn't, like, that. This is not, these aren't naturally occurring creatures.
Yeah, I'm not going to say everything we do is a mercy kill, but, like, these are aggressive and not potential. There's no way to friend that thing, and like I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I would not want to be friends with a scorpion amalgamation of faces. Like that's like I have some hard limits on who I'm willing to befriend, and yeah,
it's like the Cenobites in Hellraiser, right? That's like I get that you're sentient, I get that you're an intelligent being. No, no.
I'm gonna stick to humans and dolphins mostly. there are some exceptions, but mostly it's just humans and dolphins.
Yeah. You know what? I should probably shield up. These guys scare me, so I'm glad that I took that one down so quickly. They'll one-shot you if you get hit by them. You're gone. There's no room for error. And anytime you're in a situation where it's like, oh, there's not... Demon Souls is, yes, it's a difficult game, but give me some room for error so that way I don't rage. Like, oh, you missed and now you're half health or half, you know, like a quarter health, whatever it is. Like, okay, that sucks, but one hit's not just not cool. Unless you're playing a... Well, I guess our character shouldn't have that much... I could argue that our character doesn't have that much defenses, because not quite a glass cannon. I think we put more health into this character than you normally do, didn't we?
Yes, because we put some health onto this character.
Some is more than none.
And yes, you can always have more than nothing. So, there's one gargoyle behind you, there's the other one in front. But like,
ooh, and another one beside. All right, you saw what happened to your friend. I'm giving you warning. Okay. If you come any closer, you saw what happened. Just let me pick this up. Damn your flight.
Shoot you in the face with magic.
Right. Not too far away. Oh. I do like that they at least
He's like, fine then, I'm taking this with me.
At least I know what they drop, so it's not like you know, like, oh no, that could have been anything. It's always the same soul. It's 1,000 souls, so which is not bad, but it's also I know that I'm not missing like an ultra rare item, because usually if an enemy dies, I want to go find that item, look at loot just in case it's that rare item.
That elevator is an interesting one, because like from a game design standpoint, like I get why it needs to keep moving, because you know you need to be able to see that this is an elevator, but like it gives you so little time to step off.
Yep, it wasn't even like just like a quick like beat. Like give me like a second to jump off. It becomes flush and then it goes right back down as soon as it lines up. Do the good one. And now we have some stuff to clean.
That gargoyle is still so mad.
Man, like you waited to see this drop. I imagine we both were just like watching it drop, like off in the distance, and then we turned to each other again. Like, all right, now we will continue to fight.
I don't know. I think it's just as amusing to imagine that Norin just stood there and watched the heart fall while that gargoyle just swung wildly at that pillar and at you, and you just ignored him completely.
That is also a possibility. So now we are back in a nice, lovely looping fashion. We are back at the beginning-ish here, which I think we can grab this before. So now that we're back,
so how are we looking on souls? Because we're right next to the nexus and stuff.
we can do one more level up. Actually,
let's go ahead and jump over and do one of those.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah, and it's also helpful to kind of reset our bearings and know where we're going to and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And here we're going to do, once we get back, we'll do a little cleanup. There's a few things that we have access to now before we go to the boss.
Soul of the mind,
Cash in some more magic.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Yeah, that's our.
Let strength be
Because I don't think
granted to the
for
world
intelligence
like
to get to another.
so the world
I can't remember
might
what we
be
have to get up to if we wanted to get another slot. Is it
Mhm.
20? I think it's 24 or 26. So we could do
I
that.
believe so. I'm checking on that.
Yeah, we could do that. Because I wouldn't mind having another spell slot.
Yeah, the next one's at 24.
Okay, I think I want to go towards that, just to
Alright.
give me a little bit more variety.
Art thou finished?
Says the guy
May
who's
thy
so
strength-
reluctant to use his spells.
Yeah.
But I want the variety. I want to be able to choose different ones.
Yeah, and like we were saying earlier, there's a lot of reasons to take down zones in certain areas, and once we get down there, back into the slime and the mud and the muck, then we will want to be able to have the slots to take care of our poison and plague whenever those show up.
Yep.
But for now, we're going to go down and we're going to look at a fallen heart.
Yes, we are. Actually, speaking of that, to get rid of poison, is that a miracle?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, which so we need more faith. If we want another miracle slot, I think we need more faith, but that's okay. And we go this way. But to see what a fallen heart looks like and what goodies were, I'm assuming below the heart, because I didn't see them falling with the heart.
Yeah.
As we'll see all the things underneath.
Yep.
Lots of things. But yeah, this area, I do like the gothic aspect of it. It just makes me want to play Bloodborne though. It's like, all right, I like the aesthetic here, and let's play Bloodborne.
Another thing that I noticed that I really like is
Someone doing
the strike down of the tail
I think it's supposed to be
is actually
100%
something
done.
that you don't get hit by if you're right next to it.
I think as early as basically, or as soon as you get the gun, from then on, like only gun with no melee, which I thought was interesting. Like, I don't know how you do that stuff. Oh shoot! I just picked up a ring and I didn't talk about it. You know what? Is it the ring of avarice? Did you see the ring?
Okay, sorry, I got disconnected for 30-40 seconds.
That's okay. Okay, I was gonna say I got a ring and I couldn't remember what the ring was that I just picked up because I hit the button to I hit the X button and was killing stuff.
Yep. You're like, I'm busy. I'm busy killing stuff down here.
But I got a ring in the middle of it, and I got a couple stone of ephemeral eyes, which are great when you're wanting to call in some friends for activities. Also really great if you want to, if you need to mess around with world tendency, character tendency, all of that, which is fun and frustrating, but also fun. I don't think we didn't go over here. No, we did. We already killed that guy once. That's the story of Demon Souls. No, I already killed that guy once.
So I'm looking at items and stuff. We picked up the plague resistance ring earlier.
So I was
the fragrant ring.
playing
So
Demon
the one that
Souls
you picked up
again,
would have been the ring of avarice.
I guess I'm of course misremembering this, but was it
looking that up.
Dark Souls 1 or Dark
Sorry,
Souls
my
2
internet's
where
being
you
weird.
could only kill an enemy a certain amount of times and then they didn't respawn? For some reason, I thought Demon Souls had that, where, like, say I killed an enemy 50 times, that enemy would no longer respawn. I think Kevin dropped again. He did. I will ask him the question when he returns.
I've still got video. I'm not getting audio.
Yep. So now you're back. You dropped.
Okay. Yeah. I dropped audio wise.
Can you hear me now? Maybe.
Yes, I can hear you now.
I will give him a minute. This is the item that he was. I'm gonna wait. Oh, wow, I've never. Huh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for him to come back because I have to show him that. Gargoyle off to the distance.
All right, I've got video now, and I can hear clicking noises. So, yeah, but my internet setup is not the best. I don't actually have control over. They have the router somewhere, but I can't actually access it. Fuck. Okay, can you hear me? No, it doesn't appear so. So I'm actually going to reset because everything's being terrible, and I put timestamps in the Zencaster thing. So yeah.
All right, so it says you're back.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I switched I told the VPN to go to a different server. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the issue was before, but that might have been something.
That probably was it.
But I have
So-
video and I have audio, and yeah.
Well,
And
good.
I see the floppy dude.
You see the floppy dude?
Yeah, this dude right here.
Okay, so did you see this before you left? Because he.
Yeah.
Look at him. Like they could have. Blue Point could have just put a body there in a static pose, but nope. It put it in a static pose and gave it malleability.
Yay, ragdolls.
Just
I
enough.
love
I guess
picking up parts off ragdolls.
Right? I think it's just anchored with its butt, though. I'm trying to, like... I can't get it to move. I can't get it to
Right,
come
it
out
doesn't
of
go
the
any
sitting
further.
position. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the anchor point. That's funny. All right, so we are about to go up to the Maneater.
And there's one or two more of the guys on the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Those
This
really
is
hard
the
bitches.
frustrating. Yeah, this is the frustrating thing for. It's great if you have a bow, and also great if you can speed up fast enough to get them from behind like that. Because otherwise, yeah, taking them. If they start shooting spells at you, you basically have to dodge the spell and run up to them while
And if
dodging
the-
spells.
And if they're facing you, they can get off 2 spells before you get there, and
Yeah.
because they hit so bloody hard, it's
frustrating.
interesting. So this area right here actually kind of reminds me of, like, with the candles and the and the inlets and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of the monumentals area in the Nexus, and I wonder if
Yeah.
that's intentional, because I hadn't really noticed, but and it might just be my brain just goes, oh hey look, candles. I know where candles are, but
Candles. Yeah.
so it might not be anything, but just something that I picked up on this time.
Yeah, the architecture does kind of remind me of that. We have to.
And so take a look at the fencing real quick, and then whenever we get back over there, we can look and see if those are similar. Because it's a narrow walkway with with kind of fencing on one side and candles toward the outside. That's so pretty.
It is. All right, and let's cast warding. Try to protect ourselves a little bit. I'm kind of. I don't know exactly what strategy I should use here. Yeah, not that. Don't do that.
Right, that's not a good strategy. But
That works.
there we go.
That is super effective. But also, battery controller going low. Thinking about, is there a cable near me?
Here comes another charge.
I don't like that. No. And fly off. Come on.
That looked like you dodged to me.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, sometimes I don't dodge, but no, that was a dodge.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's every now and then it happens.
Don't fall off. Very important.
Also,
Keep an eye out for the other one.
yeah. Shoot. Nope. Let's see. I can kill off one. There we go. So I want to kill the one behind.
The one without the tail is the one with low health.
Yep. The first item. Oh, man. So close.
That was well done though, because like one of the things that's difficult about Demon Souls bosses is like once you get into kind of a rhythm of fighting them, then it can be a little bit easier. But like especially coming back and remembering their tells, remembering how they move, how they look, things like that. Sometimes it can be very difficult to come back into a fight that you haven't done in a while. So I thought you did very well. I never feel, for me, if I kill a boss on my first time back, I consider that like unless it's something that there are very few bosses that I feel confident being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this first time. And Maneater is definitely not in that category. That is a tough fight, and I thought you did pretty well.
I will say, like, I've surprised myself with Tower and maybe a few others. This isn't what I expected to win the first time, but it would have been nice. Been nice.
There's a certain amount of RNG that goes into that because sometimes we can get Maneater like almost dead before the second one shows up, and get a couple of good swipes in. But if the low health one wanders off, wants to go smell some roses and collect themselves or whatever it is that they do to gather their wits about them before they come back to smack you into the ground and yell at you very angrily. If they're doing that, it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
A little bit. So now we only have one more enemy to get through, which this dude.
Yeah,
hopefully.
And so if you're having trouble with these guys, then one of the things that you can do is just waiting until they cycle back, and that guy took care of himself.
That also works.
Yeah, that works. Might also want to switch our rings, give you a little bit more durability, because right now you have the fragrance ring and the cling ring and the providential ring for items.
That's true. Yep. So let's see, to bring up our. I don't think we need HP over time. Do we have something that would? I mean, I guess we could raise our magic defense, but I think that would take down our magic off. That takes down our magic offense to do that.
Yeah. but we might be able to up our so all the way back up at the top.
Mhm.
If we raise our equipment weight limit, we could switch in a couple more pieces of armor
Ah, okay.
without messing with
Gotcha.
our other stuff too much, because what we're wearing is the easiest stuff. But we don't
It
have that
is.
with us.
No,
So
we don't. We can evacuate real quick though.
okay.
We figure out what we want to take with us, and then I got time for one more battle. Once we finish that,
All right.
theoretically,
Hello
maybe
again. I'm
one to
keeping
two.
it
We'll see how quick this is.
Okay.
So let's grab some. Let's see, for our defense. I don't know if we need a helmet change.
The biggest change is going to take place. I mean, that is a badass helmet to bring into battle, regardless. Like the gloom helm is so cool looking. Like it looked cool before, but damn it, that's a cool looking helmet.
Yeah.
Um,
There's some cool stuff. Yeah.
but yeah,
Even this one looks good.
Yeah.
The biggest one's going to be your chest, right? Your body.
So pulling up the stats on stuff like that and see what gives us some more defense than what we've got now. So our current physical is 25.
So mostly anything is going to be better than what we currently have.
Yeah.
We don't really need bleed resistance, poison resistance, that.
Right.
The leather armor. I don't know why I'm not wearing leather armor. Well, hold on. Black 25 versus 28. The black leather armor is better for my for poison, but honestly, not much else.
Yeah.
Binded cross. Get up to 29. Where you get to fluted armor, we could get to 34. What do you think? It would overburden us. Oh, let's what am I even doing with these? That's why.
That'll do it.
Picked up some heavy stuff a little while ago.
Yep.
And then the stones. And some of this grass is actually kind of heavy too. All right, now that fluted armor, and then I guess fluted gauntlets. I guess we can.
Yeah, we'll try out with the
gold.
fluted armor and see what that does for us.
I'm keeping a
Let's
close
see if we
watch.
can also change our helm. Why not fashion souls
You
this a
have a
little bit?
heart of gold.
Exactly.
All right, now.
So we definitely want to stay under 50. I'm trying to remember when the roll switches, because that is not going to cut it for that super fast charge.
That's a. All right, so we're good with obviously with just the pants. Let's switch. What is the? So. So that's not bad. It's what's my my burden or
So
my
the equipment burden isn't affected until 50%.
okay. So
Okay, so we've swapped out the chest piece and the helm for fluted.
yes.
Okay.
But I was gonna say if so they all 20. I'm just thinking. Yeah. Let's see if we can. It's 11 versus 11 for the helmet and 22 for the Oh wow, that's 31. Okay, yep, I'm fat. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's 11. That's 11. So this would put us 25.5, and we're good. All right.
All right.
I had to do the math of like, okay, which item actually gains me the most,
Yep.
whilst
Welcome
keeping
to
my
Math
equipment.
Souls.
If I wanted to do this much math, I'd just play D&D. Come on. Which, if you play like D&D Beyond, like basically does the math for you, which is nice, but also like I don't know.
For
It's
me,
nice that it does the math. Yeah.
yeah. For me though, it is. I like that it does so much of the math in the background, but for me, the excitement of actually physically rolling dice is something that I'm just never going to give up on. Like, I love getting to actually roll and the moment of tension before you see how it's going to hit.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Much agree. All right, so now we should have much better. Well, we should have a better time.
yes,
And I still don't have my favorite shield, but I can't. You can't get my favorite shield until you kill. What's his face? What the guy who's protecting the maiden? I forgot his name.
Garl Vinland.
Yes,
Yes,
he has my favorite shield. The dark silver shield. Yeah.
yes, that is a fantastic shield. I like it a lot.
Yeah, especially for the physical, as well as magic absorption, like all of that. Wow, I'm surprised that I survived that. Come on, get it. I don't like it. I'm trying to go beside him. Continuing to be cheap. Yeah, it's not letting me go left or right around him. That was weird. Alright, we'll try it again. Even when I had space, I did not have space. Because magic? I don't know.
Because hitboxes, but yeah. I mean, if I had the ability to keep people from getting behind me in this type of world, I definitely would.
I would too, but it's like that's where it's like, but my design and the enemy's design, they should not have advantages that I have, and that's where it's just not fair. But then again, Demon Souls
we have infinite chances where this creature does not.
That's true.
So
the
protagonist will always have the advantage for that point alone.
Yeah, that's true. In at least in these games, yeah, because you have the meta aspect of I died but I didn't die, as opposed to other games where it's like I died, let me go back and replay because that's not how the story went. This is how the story went.
Wait, that's not what happened. Yeah,
that's not what happened.
And aren't we glad that we went back and did our level up before we did this? Because it relieves a lot of the tension when you're not having to get back to there, because otherwise we're gonna lose 7,000 souls. It's like, no, I mean we have a couple hundred.
Yeah. No. I'm just gonna run past you if I can. What's gonna happen? Yeah. You're not even worth my time. I'm not even gonna acknowledge you.
Take that, you bastard!
Just toxic people in my life. I'm just not even gonna give them time.
Exactly. Thank you for taking care of yourself.
All right, now with the change of attire and the magic spell, I should be able to do a little better. But then again, the human element always comes in here, where I can just flub a lot of things, and that also,
I believe in you. Your ability to dodge that move.
Oh, that's different. I don't remember that one. Not that
it's a very rare attack, but it's yeah. Go ahead and get all your flying out now, because we're gonna need you down on the ground later.
Yeah.
All right, now we know which one to use. And I really appreciate that game design-wise.
I appreciate that. Wrong grasp. That's fine. I need to grind up some half-moon grass, or I should say, I just need to buy some from Great Large. I think he has the best prices on that, by the way.
Yep. Come on, Maneater.
I'm just gonna stay up there, because I don't.
Take that bridge.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
He's like, I don't know. This is not my fault. Yeah. Just wait for him. Don't try to push him. All right. Welcome back to the bridge. Back to the fight.
You're here. We missed you.
And then you missed us. Take that. The other one's out there.
Yep. There he is. And definitely don't want to die while concentrating on one. However, if you can get one down, it is much easier. Let's heal just a little bit. Let's see if we can maybe range spell one slowly. See? There we go. We got one down. Let's heal. And
Yeah. You got this.
now I think it's much more doable. It's still, not easy, but
There's a little less panic involved. Less panic is good.
yeah, still panic, less panic. The percentage of panic is much more manageable.
I mean, we may even be just down into fear territory.
Yeah.
Because, dear God, that thing is scary. Oh, that's why we never saw that attack before. Because once you would take off his tail, he can't do it.
Oh, okay. So
Because that is a specific tail attack. Yeah.
I need to so chop off the tail. Definitely something I want to do anyways. But come on, I can see you. And I know I've talked about this before.
I do like fighting that. I do like fighting him up there instead of on the bridge. Yeah, because like if I stay kind of centered, then you can block a lot of stuff with the. Because like right here, he can't get at you with a lot of attacks. And he has to come to you. But he does. He can't hit you if you move into range.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, very much like that. I also like having a boss that, because like they've got the targeting aspect of everything, but the fact that he just moves so fast that it just But making the bosses come to you, and then just swoop around, get a good shot in on him, and even if we're trading blows, we can heal and you can't.
This is true. I did. I can't remember the name.
He's on the bridge to your right.
Yep. Someone posted a meme. I can't remember what. But it was basically like talking about like playing D&D and like using all your healing spells and stuff. The boss heals once. And really?
Right.
But it's like, well, yeah. I think I remember us playing Pathfinder at one point, and one of the bosses used a potion, and everybody was like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, the boss had a moment where they could do this safely, so they drank a potion." Everybody's like, not that anyone was completely arguing, but kind of.
Heal up.
How is that for
All right, you got it.
Yeah.
Yay! Maneater's dead.
Much happiness.
Yes.
And I that it could have taken so many more tries. Let's do a quick loot. There's one here, and I think there's it's like a mace or something down here, or a morning star. Let's see.
I will
Maybe
believe
it's a
you.
shield. I don't even know. I saw a glowy.
Oh yeah.
Short
I
sword.
consistently miss
Very,
that one.
yeah, moon short sword. Moon short sword.
I was typing, so I was typing it to look it up as you said that, and my fingers typed in moon short sword, and it's like, nope, that is not
No.
a thing.
It could be a thing. So
Yeah.
not bad. Not bad for a session today. Kicking out that entire area, get to level up a little bit more.
Hmm.
This was successful. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. That was very successful, and that was a good run. We had a little bit
Yeah,
of we had some issues here on the way, but we managed to get it figured out. So
yeah,
yeah. So
That
the moon upgrades
soul of the mind key to
upgrade with
life's ether.
E on strength and
Soul
dex,
of the
but they also
lost
have
withdrawn from its
C
vessel.
scaling with
May
magic,
thy
which is fun.
Ooh, okay.
So
So strength
strength, dex,
dex
and
is
magic.
E.
Yeah.
Interesting. What I guess we could look this up elsewhere. Moon isn't the one that people use for quality builds, is it? When they do a strength dex.
No, not generally. But
Yeah.
it's an upgrade path in the that uses the moonlight stone,
Yeah.
and so yeah. So quality upgrades
Soul of the
are
mind key to
uh,
life's
is a
ether.
specific kind of upgrade
Soul of the
with the clear
lost
stone,
withdrawn from its vessel.
and that balances
Art
strength and
thou
dex
finished?
bonuses.
May thy
Got it.
strength.
But if you just thrown stats into everything, and you have just a bunch of
It's
moonlight
better than
stones
having
lying
it all.
around, then you can do something about that.
Why not? Why not? I was going to say scaling off of 3. I'm just like that's too much. The quality build. I'm probably going to do a quality character, and even then, I'm like thinking, wait, I'm scaling off 2 stats. That means that instead of putting my eggs, I get the whole idea of like, oh well, you get a balance of strength and dexterity, but I'm like, why can't I just have all dexterity, or why can't I have just all like 10 more strength as opposed to it's just exponentially more you have to put into each, and
Hmm.
that's just frustrating to me as opposed to like but at the same time I guess you could say the same thing about magic builds where you're like I have to do intelligence and I have to do magic power
Yeah.
together.
Um, so the tearing upgrade path with the sucker stone increases the dex bonus, lowers any strength bonus, and applies bleeding damage to the weapon. So
Gotcha.
there's that one for that, and then the blade stone is dex upgrades as well. So there's just a ton of options.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
uh,
And this is why, by the way, we did that upgrade because warding is one of my favorite defensive spells, but it's 2
mhm,
slots.
yeah.
So yeah, and I'd like to have a little bit of like flame
Mhm,
in there because I like to have if the enemies uh, are resistant to magic, then I can flame them.
mhm.
Um, you know, lots of options here. Poison cloud, nice, annoying, good stuff. So yeah,
Be careful how you use
Yeah.
it.
So let's run up to the monumental real quick and take a look at the fences, because I did
yes,
want to check that out before we shut down for tonight,
good point.
today,
Good
or
point.
whenever it is that
So
you're watching this.
yeah, so looking here, obviously, man, it's probably not the same, but just looking, the design is very different. It is also bronzy, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but that's different. So let's look and see if the railing is the same as
Hmm.
well as the sculpting, and we'll also be able to even edit those side by side if I remember
Hmm.
to do that in this video.
Yep. And we can do our little jumpy jump after we get finished with all this.
Yes, we can, because we can't forget the jumpy jump.
Is very important.
Yeah,
So I've
and
had a couple of times.
yeah, so
Okay, so
very
it's
different.
yeah. Um,
I think it's the color scheme. It's not only the flames, but the color scheme
Yeah.
is reminding us. And I'm the only thing I'm thinking, and I obviously don't have it in front of me, but I want to do a quick. I'm going to put the video side by side so other people can see the
Hmm.
similarity or not similarities. But this does look pretty different in regards to architecture. The beams I don't remember, so hopefully we'll be able to get a good shot there of
No,
the beams side
there
by
weren't
side.
beams. It was much more of a fence architecture. But if
Yeah.
the stuff on the outside is kind of cross-like,
Hmm.
and I think most of it was kind of the idea of, it's the inside of a tower, and
Hmm.
you've got candles on the outside, and then uh, just working all this stuff on the inside. So
Yeah.
mostly, I think our conclusion is it's all in my head.
It's all in your head. So I know we talked about this before, but I can't. I still am having trouble being able to get to these, or at least one of these hidden things. There are two hidden items in the Nexus that I don't remember being in the original. We talked about this on another video.
Hmm.
They're the glowies that's right up there in the
Hmm.
distance, and then one is right there
Yep.
in the distance. So I know how to, and this is a perfect time to do it right now, because if I die, I die, and that's kind of what happens. I know how to get to this one,
Hmm.
but I don't know how to get to the other one. I think, or at least I think I know how to get to it. I think it's here. Drop. Drop. Nope, missed it. But that's okay. I need to die anyways. One of them is to drop down like so, but you go onto the little cubes that are like protruding
Hmm.
from the wall. I don't know how to get to the other one because I tried to do the same thing and I couldn't find a spot where I could do it and survive. Even with the cat's ring, I was not able
Interesting.
to. Yeah, I was not able to land it. So I may look that up later. But yeah, it's like. I guess maybe
So
it's this one.
I was going to say that one slightly ahead looks like it's sticking out a little bit further, but
Yeah. So yeah, basically you drop the right way, and
yeah,
then you find the
you need to
things.
push. What you need to do, Patrick, is you need to
Hmm.
push the grab button right before you die. That's what you
Yeah,
need to do. That is my official advice: is push the grab button before you die.
that's exactly right because you got to grab it. Obviously, he could have grabbed it. She could have grabbed it, but no.
Yeah,
Um,
it's Norton's fault. It's not your fault. It's
yeah,
not your
exactly.
fault, Patrick. You're not in trouble.
Exactly. I'm just disappointed.
See, I'm not even
Cool.
disappointed in you. I'm proud of you, Patrick. You killed a man-eater, and then you killed another man-eater, and we learned about how to dodge and several different techniques
Yeah,
for facing that guy, and remembering to drop off your flamberge before you try to change up your equipment. We
exactly.
all learned
Also,
something today.
I will say from a Fashion Souls perspective, I don't think it's perfect, but the fluted helm. So
Hmm.
where is it? Like I think this looks better than the fluted helm
Yeah,
personally. But obviously the leather cap's not perfect. But I'm like, that's a little bit more stylish. I don't like this. I don't like this look.
yeah,
Very
um,
Skyrim.
yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Hope you had fun and hope you learned something. And yeah, have a good one.
Oh, we're done. We're finished.